Hello and welcome to Meet Mack Monday for February 20th, 2023. This short 15-minute presentation covers recent issues of interest and decisions by township supervisors. After the presentation, I will open up the meeting to Q&A and comments. Let's talk about the 2023 road program. The Board of Supervisors approved advertising bids at its February 8th, 2023 meeting. There's a base bid list of roads as well as an alternative list of roads if there's enough money. The total cost estimate for the base and alternative bids is $1,342,308. for 4.5 miles of roads. However, only $997,000 are available. Obviously, the available funding is not enough to cover the expected total needed to pave all the roads in the base and alternative bid list of roads. For the past 4 years, 2019 through 2022, on average, only 3.1 miles of roads have been repaved per year. This is not nearly enough to get ahead. There are approximately 80 miles of township roads that need repaving every 20 years, which means at least 4 miles of roads are expected to be repaved each year just to keep up with current conditions. To get ahead, more than 4 miles of roads per year must be repaved. How the roads for repaving are determined is a mystery to me. Obviously, Lower Dolington Road is going to need repair after the trail work is completed. I could suggest many other roads that I think are in need of repaving, such as Wexley Drive in the Country Bend development, which is where I live and drive every day. Newtown Township did an engineering study in 2018 to document the condition of each road maintained by the township. In my humble opinion, Newtown should do a similar study. This is the alternate list of roads that will be repaved depending on how much money is left over after doing the base bid. The total cost for 4.5 miles of road works out to be $298,000 per mile of road. In contrast, 3.4 miles of roads in 2022 were repaved at a cost of a little bit over $800,000. or about $239,000 per mile. Thus, the paving costs have increased 20%. However, please note that some roads are wider, for example, Lower Dolington Road, which contributes to the increased cost. This section of the 2023 road paving map shows most of the roads in the base and alternative bids. Quite a bit of the base bid work is in the Newtown grant development. I attended the January 26, 2023 Bucks County Tax Collection Committee meeting where Keystone Collection Group gave an update on earned income tax collected in 2022. Earned income tax, or EIT for short, is a tax for general revenue purposes in the amount of 1% imposed on earned income, including salaries, wages, commissions, bonuses, tips, and other compensation received by residents of Newtown Township and by non-residents who work or perform services in Newtown Township. It is estimated that EIT of both types represents 70% of Newtown's total tax revenue. Note that 0.5% of resident EIT goes to the township and 0.5% goes to Council Rock School District. The full 1% of non-resident EIT goes to the township. Newtown Township collected $5.76 million in resident EIT in 2022 versus $5.24 million in 2021. Thus, the township saw nearly a 10% increase in resident EIT in 2022 over 2021. Meanwhile, non-resident EIT decreased by 4.7% in 2022 compared to 2021. Falls Township and Langhorne Borough began collecting EIT in 2023, as a result of which Newtown will not be able to collect EIT from residents of these municipalities who work in Newtown. It is estimated that the township will lose over $170,000 in non-resident EIT due to this. As many residents are aware, the speed limits on North and South Sycamore Street and on Newtown-Yardley Road between Lower Dolington Road and the borough have been reduced to 25 miles per hour. With regard to pedestrian-controlled flashing beacons, it may take several months to get these installed at the North Sycamore Street, Silo Drive, and Newtown-Yardley Road, Tara Boulevard intersections. With regard to pedestrian-controlled flashing beacons, it may take several months to get these installed at the North Sycamore Street, Silo Drive, and Newtown-Yardley Road, Tara Boulevard locations. I spoke to Police Chief Hearn about enforcement of the speed limit. According to Pennsylvania law, municipal police are limited to using stopwatches or electronic devices and 2 reference points to monitor vehicle speed. Reference points refer to speed lines in the road separated by a known distance. The Public Works Department has recently painted such lines near South Sycamore Street and Winchester Lane and at Newtown-Yardley Road and Newtown Commons West. Chief Hearn reminded me that to issue a ticket, the recorded speed limit must be more than 10 miles over the limit. Just a note regarding those yield to pedestrians in crosswalk signs at many intersections along Sycamore Street and other roads. I received an email from a resident who claimed that you can't have pedestrian right-of-way signs at intersections where both roads are controlled by either stop signs or traffic lights. He believed these signs confuse both pedestrians and motorists. I'd be curious to know what you think. To get a better idea of speeding enforcement, I analyzed the Newtown Police Department's traffic citations issued in 2022. Traffic citations include speeding, moving a vehicle unsafely, operating a vehicle without a valid license, failure to stop at a stop sign, etc. The Newtown Police Department reports these citations on a monthly basis for Newtown Township and Wrightstown. This chart focuses on Newtown Township data and compares total monthly traffic citations versus monthly speeding citations. A total of 1,302 traffic citations were issued in 2022 in Newtown. 28% of the total, 364, were speeding citations. I dug a little deeper into the 2022 speeding citation data to see where citations were most often issued. I was surprised to see that Eagle Road was the site of a significant number of speeding citations. The data I have access to doesn't specify the exact location where tickets were issued, so I could not verify if any were issued on South Eagle Road within the Newtown Shopping Center. 2 roads are conspicuously missing: Newtown-Yardley Road and Sycamore Street. This is surprising given all the comments from residents. According to Brixmore's traffic study, several intersections in the shopping center are experiencing significant delays, but we didn't need a traffic study to know that. The study, however, quantifies the wait times. RVE's, the Township Engineering Company, review stated that Brixmore should consider mitigation factors to modify distribution within the site to improve the level of service, basically wait times, for certain movements. Brixmore's traffic consultants responded that the township approved a previous traffic study done before construction started, with the understanding that there were instances, specifically during the Saturday midday peak time periods, that vehicles would experience some additional delay and queuing at the internal intersections along South Eagle Road. The Brixmore consultants contend that no practical improvements can be made to mitigate this problem. On October 13, 2022, the township traffic engineers met with Brixmore's traffic consultants to review mitigation options, which included extending turn lanes and adding additional signage. To date, nothing further has been done, and I'm not sure these mitigation options will solve the queuing delays at the intersections along South Eagle Road. At the February 23, 2023 Newtown Environmental Advisory Council meeting, members discussed plans for celebrating Earth Day, which is Saturday, April 22nd. Council members also discussed a draft ordinance for a mandatory ban of single-use plastics, which includes bags, straws, utensils, cups, and styrofoam containers. Newtown already passed a resolution calling for a voluntary ban of single-use plastics. According to a post on Facebook, the council anticipates following up the voluntary elimination by businesses with a mandatory ordinance to be presented to the supervisors in 2023. The Environmental Advisory Council continues to solicit opinions from local businesses about their support for such a ban and plans to have a public forum for businesses to learn more and get their questions answered. During the discussion of solar power at the Newtown Environmental Advisory Council's February 13, 2023 meeting, it was mentioned that there is a new solar array powering Tyler State Park. The array is near the entrance to the park at Swamp Road and the bypass. This photo was taken within the park facing the entrance at the bypass. According to EAC member Mark Haber, the array supplies about 90% of the energy needed to run the park. On July 14, 2021, EAC members, Supervisor Alan Snyder, and I visited West Rock Hills Municipal Solar Array. On Facebook, someone commented, "Exciting! I hope you can import that idea into Newtown." The EAC has recommended that the new version of the Newtown Area Comprehensive Plan include an item under strategies and actions. It specifically stated, study the feasibility of installing renewable energy sources, including solar and geothermal, at community facilities. That's it for now. Thanks for listening to my presentation. Be sure to visit my website at www.joejones.com johnmacknewtown.info for more information regarding the topics just presented, as well as summaries of past Meet Mack Monday meetings.